Hello, welcome back to my podcast, Ban Công Chiều Thứ Bảy. In our previous episode, we meet our friend Book, also known as Endo. We talk about graffiti, street art, mural art, his artistic journey, how he channels different personas within him to craft diverse styles in art, how he balances with authentic creativity with commercializing art. And today, in part 2, we will hear more about his experiences in Vietnam, how he runs his annual art festival, and also advices for young artists. So let's dive back into our conversation. Also, feel free to share with someone who might be interested in this topic. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy your time. So what about in Vietnam? You've been here, and can you share your memory here?
2 years ago, that was my first contact with Asia. Like I was landing in Da Nang, and friends of mine, two friends of mine, they're living there. I don't know, they're not still there. They moved somewhere else, but in that period they were like in Da Nang. And in Da Nang is like Miami of Vietnam. I don't know how I feel that, but it's very chill. And the traffic is also chaotic for me. That was totally crazy to drive bike in. Also later when I arrived in Hanoi, then I realized what is the chaotic traffic and everything. But it was super fun in Vietnam, and everything was chilled, and people were super nice. And I met a lot of artists actually, because I was participating in a festival called Not Pop Nam Jam, and I was there like 2 years ago. And also it was easy in this period. It's easy because you just go on Instagram and type graffiti Da Nang, and if you research like for 5 minutes you can find whatever you want. So I researched that, and I find a graffiti shop, and I went there, and he's a guy from England, but he is married with a Vietnamese. And after that, he was organizing for the first time the Nam Jam festival, and he was inviting the whole Vietnam graffiti scene in Da Nang. It was like 50 artists, something like that. So I met them a lot, and it was super nice. But I paint a big wall. And like I paint a huge naked body, but it's naked, but there is no like, you cannot see any forbidden stuff. It's the strange pose, and in the end I start to paint. I paint that body, and then after that I went to my place to sleep. And tomorrow, on the 4th day in the morning, I was arriving on the wall to finish that one, and I was seeing the like young Vietnamese kid like painting everything in white, and he was like painting everything where is my lines and drawings. He was putting the white over it, and I was asking him on English what happened, and he was like, well, speaking Vietnamese, I don't know speak Vietnamese, I don't understand any single word. And he was like pointing me like this, like forbidden. And then the local sheriff arrived. He told me to move, to go home, or if I stay there, they're gonna deport me. And then after that, I just went home. It's very good experience, actually. Very good experience, and I'm gonna visit Da Nang next year, and I wanna go to see that wall.
Yeah. We will try to catch up with each other.
Yeah. Percept.
And I would love to see you like working on some kind of work person. If you could turn one of your art into a movie, what would it be about?
That's a
Ideas, think.
Yeah, it's a good idea, because I have a new project that I'm working on. It's gonna be for end of next year, and I will build a big shed. Like my drawing is gonna be a big 3D head, and there is gonna be the pole. Yeah, like my drawings, like that, with the sharp nose and the eyes. And I can put it on my head, and I will be the main actor. I don't know, and I will make a small movie about that. So I'm gonna actually do that.
Woo! So it's real movie or it's like documentary on the way
It's
you do that?
mix of everything. I still don't have precise details, but I'm gonna start to shooting the movie.
Okay, we will watching you to see.
Yeah, I will send you that one.
And yeah, I almost forget about this. Your festival is called Days of Urban Culture, right? Duke Festival.
It's not mine. It's yeah, but I'm working. It's I'm from the beginning there. Yeah, we there is in the beginning there was a lot of people, and a lot of like my friends, and they started like on 2015, and they make this group of citizens, and they call it Duke, Day of Urban Culture, and there was like a different branches of the hip hop included inside of the festival. So I was like in the side of mural and graffiti art, and another friend of mine, he was like writing projects. Another one, he's like doing skateboard competition and stuff like that, and we do it like, and then we have a music festival also included. And after I don't know when was the COVID, on 2019 I think, in that period we stopped doing like music part and skate competition and stuff. We just like started painting the walls, and now we are mostly like mural festival. And next year on 2025 we're gonna celebrate 10 years of the festival. So we're gonna do, I don't know, we need to do something big, like we will publish the book probably and have some concerts and hold some art. And we, through this like 10 years, we paint almost 114 murals, and basically the whole Churchak, it's a small city, the whole Churchak is painted everywhere. You can find some walls, and right now you can find 74 walls still there. Another one was like repainted, or they built some new building, I don't know, but and yeah, that's it. We do it every year. It's crazy festival. It's very good.
They're doing that for 10 years, and you guys will keep doing that. So what do you think, like this concept of festival, what values you want to build for maybe artist community?
Yeah, artist community. We put like the small city on the high level of muralism in the new world. So I think a lot of artists know about our festival. They want to come here. We combine a lot of different culture because we have a primary art school here in Churchak. So when the artists arrive, we connect them with the youngers, and we try to put art in so they can feel that moment. They can travel all over the world and paint the murals, and also like put the youngers into it. They can think and paint and realize that it's very good. Like those like 15 days, everything is full of life in this city. Like a lot of different artists, a lot of colors everywhere, young people, kids. We change the view of that city, of this city.
And because your festival also combine art and music, so now come to another questions regarding this a little bit. If your work had a soundtrack, what song would present your work the best?
I have also the soundtrack of my work.
Your signature soundtrack?
It's not mine, but I work with some artists, sound artists, and I give them my work, and they invent the sound of my work. And yeah, it's pretty much abstract, and there is no like.
I will put it on for the outro of this podcast. Yourself.
I will try to give you the SoundCloud link, but I still don't think that's on SoundCloud, but I will give my best.
Okay. And okay, let's before we end this conversation, I have one more question. Wait a little bit. Yeah, then looking into the future a little bit, can you share briefly what are some exciting projects that you are working on, and what are you looking for the future, what you are doing now? Like any specific vision, or just go with the flow?
In one version I go with the flow, and I have that plan to travel to Vietnam and China to paint some walls, and also I have one big commission job. I'm still waiting for that one, and we start to organize the next year edition of the festival, so we are constantly on some meetings, and I have preparation for that movie, and I have a lot of different things on my mind, but I learned all these years that I need to go slowly and easily, so I'm doing everything a little bit, and in the end everything is going to be connected. So I have a lot of plans, but mostly it's like travel. And
yeah, that's great. We wish you all the best. And for one last thing, because it's still, I believe Vietnamese people have big artist community here, but not so many of them can truly live with their passion, or can how do they make their passion as a career. Can you send a message or advice to them? What would you say?
The most common thing is just work. And I mentioned you need to make the people believe in your work. So you need to be actually everywhere, and to believe into it, and to believe in yourself and the work that you are representing. And it can be rough, it can be bad times, but it also can be very good times. And also, if there is no point, if you are young and you're stick to one style and you just paint one same thing, you try to research, explore, and in the end, I think everything is gonna be okay when you just work.
Yeah, ready to work and ready to expose yourself, and also believe for what you are doing, right?
Exactly.
Thank you so much for making the time. I hope that it doesn't bother you much.
No, it was perfect.
Yeah. And we're looking forward to catching up with you next time when you coming back to Vietnam.
We have a deal.
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 Thank you so much. With you.
Bye.
Nice day. See you.
Cùng mình làm mới cảm hứng và năng lượng sống từ những mẩu chuyện nho nhỏ, những suy nghĩ ngẫu nhiên về cuộc sống, những quan sát về thế giới ngoài kia, hay cả những mảnh ghép cảm xúc đang hiện diện bên trong chúng ta. Ban công chiều thứ Bảy, podcast dành cho những ai cần một chiều cuối tuần thảnh thơi của riêng mình, được chia sẻ và giải tỏa bản thân theo cách mà mình yêu thích. Bạn có thể nghe podcast trên YouTube, Spotify và Apple Podcast. Các tập mới sẽ được phát sóng vào 4 giờ chiều thứ Bảy hàng tuần.